Stephen, what did you say to the girls after the performance on the weekend? They're obviously a disappointing result to take, but there was some, positive signs.
I spoke for a long time after the game, just about how much we let ourselves down in that particular game. To give the Jets a 2-0 lead inside 3 minutes was very difficult to digest and something that we just can't afford to do, especially given, we're not exactly free-flowing away from home. So to go down 2-0 so early was a difficult challenge. I was very pleased with the reaction, and I thought at times we played quite well. And then obviously Newcastle were playing a low block. But I felt like we kept the ball in play well enough at times to punish them, but we just took the wrong options at times. Then it was obviously nice to get Ella Lincoln's goal. It was great for everybody, especially her, to get her first A-League goal. And then, there was, still another, 40 minutes to get the equaliser, and to not be able to manufacture that goal was pretty tough one to digest. Yep.
When a team is playing a low block like Newcastle were, it is obviously, harder to score at something a lot of teams in the league do tend to struggle with at times. What do you think the key is to kind of shifting defences like that?
I think you got to, number one, you got to probably shorten up the passes so you don't give them an opportunity to intercept, because typically they were sitting in the passing lane. So if we were playing too many long passes, then they could intercept them. So we wanted them to shorten those passes up just to try and fatigue them. I thought at times we did that really well. It's just unfortunately when we got to that final third, that final pass or the final touch just went missing. So there was one there where Morgan Roberts got put through by Charlie, and she just hit her knee and went 1.5 meters in front of her, as opposed to just taking a clean touch and then being one-on-one with the keeper. And then obviously there was one there where we got them so camped and Palmer pulled the trigger and it was very close to going in. So it was a better showing from us from a possession perspective. We got up to 600 passes in that game. That's a season high for us, and 66% possession, which is also a season high for us. So there were positives, but also Newcastle did alter their game plan a little bit. Once they got the 2-0, they were playing in a low block, which they haven't done all season. So, yep.
Obviously coming into this weekend, Western United at home, whilst the road form has been frustrating, you do look improved at home when you come back to Sam Kerr Football. Yep. Is that something you're maybe not hanging your hat on this week, but it gives you a bit of confidence going into that game?
I think it definitely gives the girls confidence. Doesn't particularly give me confidence, because every game's difficult. You've just got to make sure you're really dotting your I's and crossing your T's on everything to make sure that the girls can give a hearty performance for us. But definitely our performances at Sam Kerr in the last 2 games have been fantastic, and hopefully we can do it again on Friday.
Given it is a bit of a younger squad, do you think that kind of comes into it with the home form?
They just, I think just the nature of how close the supporters are, and the girls have obviously used the terminology, it's a bit of a 12th man for us. So it's great they feel that way, and hopefully the fans feel that as well. And hopefully we can see them out there on Friday night.
Holly Palmer was straight into the starting lineup. She's obviously someone known to A-League fans. She had some nice moments as well. Were you impressed with her, given she hadn't spent too much time with her team?
She showed quality since she's arrived. She's got a very good passing game and good vision. I think she's probably the closest thing to what we lost with Georgia Cassidy, so I think that's a really good inclusion for us. So we're really, really happy with that injury replacement, and hopefully she can grow in the next couple of games and get some tangible outcomes, hopefully a win for her, so she can feel good about her inclusion as well.
Western United were a difficult proposition for you guys last time around. What do you think has changed since that game?
Well, we don't have a 2.5 day turnaround from Melbourne victory for starters. I think Western, when they're on, I think are very good. And that day at Tarneet, they were way too hot for us, and we learnt a lesson. We're definitely second best in a lot of attributes of that game, so we need to improve. we need to be up for the fight because they're a team fighting for honours this season. So we need to be ready for that. Yep.
Casey Dumont, how's her Achilles injury going as well?
It's getting better. She's been in full training, so I don't think she's too far away.
Stephen, Glory have scored a bit more freely at home than they have away, and Western United concede a fair few, score a fair few as well. Could we see a bit of a shootout on Friday night, do you think?
They're a very bizarre team. I don't really get a complete read on them. Sometimes you watch them and they're just so hard to stop, and then sometimes you watch them and it looks like they're asleep. They're a weird team. I can't imagine what Kat thinks. At night, she probably goes home and just lies awake at night trying to figure out the same thing. But they are a talented team, and I think if you let them play and you let them get comfortable, they're definitely going to hurt you. So we've got to be in true home fashion, get in their face and let them know that they're in Perth.